Welcome to the ECD booth here at IPC Apex. I'm joined by Mark Waterman, who's the manufacturing manager. Welcome, Mark.
Thank you.
Now, ECD's taken a bit of a diversion in the last year or so into these humidity drying cabinets. What made you go into that business, and what do you actually bring to that with your cabinets?
Well, we've been making measurement devices for many years for the electronics industry, and we figured we'd want to make something that our current customer base could utilize. We're known for innovation and high quality products, so we went into the dry box area to make something that was innovative and exceptionally high quality. That's something that would serve our customers well.
So I believe you have three different versions of this. This is the largest, the SD48 beside us. You have a 30, and then you have the small one at the back of you there, which is the 20?
the 10, yes. The SD48 is the latest addition to the Smart Dry family. It's a deeper version meant for feeders. The SD30 has the same footprint on the front, it's just not quite as deep. And then the SD10 is our small cabinet with the baking option for people that need to bake out their components because they haven't stored them in a dry cabinet.
So I see that at the moment they've got a shelf configuration. So these are for trays and laying feeders on top.
Correct, yeah, and you'll notice that we have quite a number of shelves that come standard with our boxes. ECD is known for trying to be a high quality, high-end manufacturer, so we give you a lot of shelves in the base price along with a lot of standard features that some of the others only offer as options, like networking, the super fast recovery time, all the lighting is standard and not optional with our equipment. So.
Now, recovery time is obviously a big deal with these humidity cabinets. You know, you don't want them to be sitting waiting for a long time to recover back up to optimum humidity. How do you deal with that here?
Well, that's what we found when we talked to our customers is that a lot of people treated these like temples. Many of the boxes take 15, 20, 30 minutes to recover, so you can only access them once or twice an hour. So what we did is set out to do less than 5-minute recovery time. We put a lot of desiccant, a lot of engineering into the dryer modules, and a lot of built-in intelligence to manage those. And our recovery times is actually less than 3 minutes. And that's part of the differentiator between us and other cabinets. We don't require a nitrogen system to get the humidity down quickly. We just use intelligence and engineering to get it done.
That's incredible. Now, you can monitor all of that on the display we've got here beside us. Maybe you can talk us through some of the options you've got on the control system here.
Sure, that's part of the standard features. It was a well thought out product, and part of our Industry 4.0 push is to have data monitoring on all of our equipment. So we have a built-in web server. It plots out the data for you. It also logs all the events. So if you have a open door condition, this will update. It shows that it's white, that the door is open. You can see that it's also recording the current humidity and temperature. If this was in a bake cycle and you had a power outage, you wanted to find out how long the power outage was or if the temperature went below your requirement for your bake out, you could look at the data log and find that out very quickly. You can see that the color indicator changes with the condition of the box, both on the web page side and on the box itself. Yellow means it's recovering. Here's part of our built-in intelligence. We have multiple dryer units inside the box, and when it's over a certain RH above set point, we utilize 2 dryer modules. When it gets down closer to set point, we utilize 1. And we actually actively monitor how much moisture is collected in each of those dryer modules.
That's great. Yeah, so you really have like a traffic light system when the door is opened and it's exposed to atmosphere.
Correct, yeah, it'll actually go into alarm, and if we leave this open for more than 30 seconds, it'll go red.
So it should be doing that shortly. And you can see, yeah, and it's accurately measuring the relative humidity here.
Correct. And we have our own RH sensor that we build that are serialized and calibrated. So you can send those in and rotate them for your calibration. And here's the alarm. You can see it's in the red condition. We have our light tower muted right now for everyone's sanity, and that alarm is notated on the log. You can see that we have different data events. This will update here in about 15 seconds, and it'll show you that spike in the humidity and the alarm data.
So basically we understand the premise there. So one of the other things I wanted to talk to you about today though, Mark, is you've also got an update on the profiling system, which is really the bread and butter that ECD is known for. So can we take a walk across and have a look at the new profiler?
Sure.
So Mark, ECD produces a wide range of very detailed and quite complex thermal profilers. But you've got a system here that has been brought out for engineers that are maybe not quite so so heavily involved or experienced. Yeah, I think that's probably the word I was looking for. And it's called, of course, the recipe generator. Can you tell us a bit about it?
Sure. Again, we listen to our customers, and the industry is telling us that they're losing more and more talent, that the amount of experienced people they have are being tasked with more and more work, and they're trying to move some of the traditional duties that a well-experienced engineer would do and try to move those off to the operator. And so our recipe generator is one of the features we added to very quickly come up with an initial recipe for an oven.
So show me how it works.
Sure. We tried to balance out the amount of data that you had to put in with the accuracy of the output, but basically you choose the oven model. We have a library of quite extensive number of ovens in here. So hopefully yours is in the list. If it's not, we give you the ability to add it yourself. You give some basic information about the circuit board that you are trying to reflow.
So you're looking at the thickness here, you're looking at the height. So you're looking at the size and the thickness, or are you just looking at the thickness?
We're looking at the board thickness. From our research and testing, we found that the thickness of the PCB material is really an insulator. And so the more insulation, the harder it is to heat. So we put in the thickness of the PCB material and then the density of the component population. If you've got a high population density, it's going to be more massive, harder to heat. If you have low density, it's going to be less massive and easier to heat. So with a visual inspection of the board, you can say, is this a medium density? Is it high density? You take a pair of calipers and see how thick the board is. Most people are doing some fairly standard thicknesses. Again, data that is easily acquired by an operator or somebody with basic training. Then you choose what kind of solder paste you're using and what type of profile. Hopefully that's been detailed on some type of production order or traveler that goes along with the job. And then you choose your solder paste. And I'm just going to choose one out here. And then as soon as you choose the solder paste, you'll see that the recipe is automatically generated. It gives you the conveyor speed and the oven zone set points. You can put that into your oven and run your initial boards through. Of course, because
can you customize it for the number of oven set points? I mean, it might be a 6-zone oven or a 8-zone oven.
Correct. Yeah, the oven library automatically, if it's in our library, will show how many zones are heating and cooling. If it is a new oven, you have to choose how many zones are heated and cooling to come up with that recipe. And then we use some fancy algorithms to come up with the recipe itself. So.
Excellent. So really that's certainly something that can be used for larger applications where you're doing maybe industrial automation or some products that are maybe not quite so high reliability.
Correct. It's maybe high mix, high volume. If you're doing something, it's again for ease of operation. It's for somebody with the engineer can pass this off to an operator, or like say with limited training, they can come up with an initial recipe. And of course, because we're a profiler company, we'd want them to profile this recipe and make it even better after they've run it through with real data.
All right, so this is the tease to make them buy the full profiling system that's right. Further on. Yeah. Mark, thank you very much for talking to us today. It's been a pleasure to see some of the new products you've got on display here, and we hope to hear more from you in the future.
I hope so too as well. Thank you, Trevor.
Thank you.